Alright, we're back for round two. Looks like we're on the draw. We drew a very land-heavy hand, which is pretty terrible, so we're going to mulligan. We drew another land-heavy hand, this time worse than the first one. I think we still need to mulligan this. We don't have a lot of action here, and our deck needs to be really aggressive to win, so... Then we draw a no-land hand, of course. So we'll go to 4. Probably should have kept the 6. Wow. Well, this is gonna suck. Maybe we'll get lucky and just curve mountain, mountain, mountain. Wow, we don't even have a creature. I should have paid attention. This is a pretty bad. This is gonna be a pretty bad game. So basically, we're just trying to get some information about what our opponent is playing here. Okay, so we got nothing. So this game's gonna go pretty quickly. I mean, there's some argument for the 6 card hand, where we had the 5 lands and the Alcide. But I just, with the way that our deck is designed, I don't feel like that game is going to get us anywhere. Nothing. I mean, we don't have any guaranteed plays before turn 3. The hand with the arena, the first hand of 6 lands in the Arena Athlete. I mean, that hand could have done something, but again, I don't like. We're too likely to just flood out there when our deck is really aggressive. So I don't feel like mulligan either of those hands was the wrong decision. I mean, had our 5 card hand had like 1 land in it, I probably would have kept it. But I mean this happens sometimes. It's important when playing this game and you get into situations like that you don't overreact. I mean, keeping the 6 keeping the 6 is something I might have done in some situations, but if we were a slow controlling deck, that would have been something worth considering. I mean, 6 lands and then some sort of control card is fine. But with a red-white aggressive deck here that wants to curve 1, 2, 3, keeping 5 lands in a 3-drop is not the right idea. I mean, the odds that we draw a 5 card hand with no lands is pretty ridiculous. I mean, we can't really consider that as normal. So we're opponent is on blue-black, sort of a control deck. So that's even more. Like, I mean, there's no way that 5 lands and a 3-drop beats a control deck. So I mean, we're clearly not going to win this game. I'm just trying to see as many cards as possible before we lose. So even if I draw land at this point, I doubt I would play it. So I don't want. I mean, there's no way we're coming back from this because we have no play here. So we're going to go ahead and concede the game. We don't want to give our opponent any more information than we have to. And we'd either have to play a land or discard a card at this point, which would give our opponent even some sort of inkling about our deck. Whereas we know that he's on more of a blue-black control deck, so we can play accordingly. Unfortunately, this was not a great game, but I'll see you back for game 2. Well, let's take a look at the sideboard here. I don't really think there's anything that we need to worry about sideboarding here. We were playing against a slower controlling deck, so none of these cards are really super great in that situation. We're basically just still on the plan of get there quickly on our aggressive start. So we'll play this as is, and then we'll see you back for game 2.